Yeah, so I think this is gonna be... It's gonna be tough. It will be tough to take on the troll, which is actually... Wait, hold on. Which direction? But, I mean, maybe it's a stretch to say we almost had it last time, because we played very carefully and still only dealt a little bit of damage, but we have leveled up a bit since then. We have potentially even upgraded our weapons, or weapon oils, I should say, since then, so we have better damage than we had before. So that's something we could do to improve this time around. You know, didn't really have much interest in fighting these wolves, just kind of saw some enemies on the path here and didn't see much in the way of any alternatives. So let's just heal up real quick. Okay. So let's try it, but I think it will still be a bit of a stretch. But I mean, this is the highest level thing that we have in Skellige, really, as a whole. So if we can do this, then we can do anything, right? So, let's prepare, though. I mean, let's see. We'll want to repair any gear that may be broken down a bit. Silver Sword is now broken down a bit, okay. So let's throw something on that. I think we need 40%, was it? Just about. Not 90, that's overkill. 40. Yep. Basically perfect. Then, in terms of armor, that's fine. Totally fine. Fine. And fine. Okay. It's doing well there. In terms of oils, we want to put on Ogroid, wherever that is. It's this one? Yeah. Okay, that's a start. Then, if we look at our bestiary, we can potentially get a little bit more information about it. Let's see. So, it's going to be, well, an Ogroid, of course. And what else can we learn? What other tips and tricks can we pick up? So I think it is a rock troll. So do we have a specific name? Is it Wham-A-Wham? I think it's Wham-A-Wham. I mean, it's Quen, and it's an Ogroid oil. So, sure. That's what we got now. So, it's just gonna hit us hard. And we try not to die, is basically the idea. Hello. You are bright red. Not sure why this is. I miss. Want to come over here where the icy stuff is? Did you get frozen? I think you got frozen, at least temporarily. Okay, the damage is still much better than it was before. It may not be a ton, but it is absolutely better than it was before. That's something. It might have been because, I think it was because we threw the explosive at it and we deal more damage when you are frozen. We should try to heavy attack as well if we can at that point in time. We should also try to ignite you ideally. Try to reduce your armor. Should give us some long-term benefits. You are still somewhat frozen, it seems. Okay. Let's not get hit by that, ideally. Never mind the fact that we froze him and then proceeded to burn him, which is a little bit counterintuitive, but we'll take it. Okay, there's your super combo thing where it never ends. Are you back to full? You might be back to full speed now. Oh, that freezing did seem like it did a lot of work for us. It is a little tough to see you. Especially now. We're charging at us. Okay. So use your cauldron. Oh, what? Nearly one-shot us. Did you see that? Just swatted us. Okay. That's good to know. But that is how much life we need to have. Otherwise, you can potentially take us out in one hit. This is also not really where I want to be fighting you. We are trapped. We are very trapped. Can we get out? Can we get out? Can we get out? Can we get out? Or are we dead?
How you like that silver?
Oh, not how I planned for that to go. Definitely not how I planned for that to go. Okay, well, you're out. We're not yet on full HP. We do have Quen on. Saw that coming. Ooh. Don't get hit. But I'm not even sure that was their biggest attack that they hit us with, and yet they nearly killed us in one hit. Can we drop any other potions here to just make this a little bit safer now? Like, say, just increase our maximum HP to try to finish this one off. I thought there was a potion we had that did that. Increase sign intensity, accelerate, vitality regeneration, taking damage does not interrupt regeneration. 100% critical strike chance during storms. Didn't see if it is storming right now. Increases maximum vitality. This is what I was thinking of. I think that's one that I just activated. Get Quen back on, because that's kind of important. Oh, no. Okay. Quen must be on at all times, of course. Hello, whammo wham. Quen. Back on. Yeah, you're angry. I get that. You don't like getting trapped in the corner like that. Good thing we animation canceled that. Otherwise, you would have whacked us there pretty good, I think. How many more? We actually have more of these. Oh, that was a different kind of explosive. And it may or may not have been one that was terribly helpful to us. Dimeridium? Yeah, that just prevents them from using special abilities, but I don't really think was relevant for a troll. Oh, you. I think we need Quen back on soon, just to get the timer back up and running. Okay, you're charging at us, yes. Oh, you're charging again. Close. Don't run away now. We technically... A second there, it looked like we were not in battle. Hello? Oh, look at his HP! He doesn't have any! And down, whammo wham goes. Definitely the toughest enemy we've fought thus far. Aeroline is the name of a sword you have, okay. Cave Troll Trophy. Whew. Okay. So I'm glad that we got that one done, because that has been something we've been thinking about doing for a long time. But we were always fearful that we might not have been quite powerful enough to make it happen. Let's throw in the cat potion now that we've cleared everything out and just see if there is anything to loot in here, because there is. Actually, a few things at that. Maybe the empty bottles. Not terribly important. Nor are the ashes. Thanks, but no thanks. I'll take the steel plates, though. That I don't mind. Now that's also loot. Okay, well, the empty bottle's not super important either. think that's just about it in here. Big thing, though, is that we took down the troll. And that was always something that seemed like it was going to be a bit of a challenge, because it was, I mean, in many cases, like 10 levels higher than most of the other things that we've encountered here, if not more. Let's throw on the, again, cat canceling potion, basically, is what it's been for us. So, where'd you go? Are we out of it? White honey, no! We're out of it! As long as we look at the ground, we'll be fine. I mean, we could meditate. Probably have the potion expire and refill the potions that we've used. It would work 2 times over. Potion expired. Confirmed. Okay. And presumably we're now looking to turn that in somewhere. But remind me who it was who actually sent us on this quest. And remind me who it was who misled us into thinking this was only a level 27 quest. We've got some serious talking to do. Here, bland air? Okay. Well, let's go to the fast travel spot first in that case. Oh, we didn't loot all of the white wolves that we thought? Okay, sure. Did we loot that? Nah, I don't think so. Is that? If it's a bear, I'm not interested. But if it's something else, then I am. Nah, it's a bear. It's a couple of bears, actually. This is where we want to be, though. Oh, I think Garrett was about to say looks like rain. Oh, Garrett.
Rain.
Yup, sure was. Okay. So, where is the specific person that we're looking for? Down here-ish? Ah, yeah. I vaguely remember. Oh, it's this remote location. And looting that stuff out there, even.
You were there, in the cape, when the werebears attacked.
The werebears!
Greetings, Watcher.
I am here about the missing miners.
Found your miners. They went in a troll's cave and started mining, while the troll was home.
Not the smartest move.
No. Troll won't be any more trouble, though.
Small comfort.
Still earned my reward.
Yeah, here. Safe journey to you.
Okay. 200 experience for that.
One.
And 315 gold. Like, that one probably should have been more. Because that one, I think the rewards there were based on it being a level 27 quest, when in truth it was basically level 35. Whereas some of the other ones we saw against weaker enemies probably should have been less. But, in theory, maybe that all balances out a bit. Okay. So, now that means that we really don't have much of anything to do here other than going out into the water. In which case, it's just a question of where do we start? Because there's a lot of question marks. So, what if... I almost feel like, what if we go... On Skellig is perhaps the closest to 12 o'clock, and then we can go clockwise and just work our way around until we get as many as we can get, I suppose. So we'll go to the Bay of Winds, or actually, well, I guess either one of these have port. I thought we were at a fast travel spot. We are standing in front of a fast travel spot, but apparently we were not actually at the fast travel spot. Can't say that's the first time I've done that. I've done that many times before. But yeah, let's go for this. Okay. So... Sorry. Don't mind me. Hello, fisherman. Mind if we steal your boat real quick? Sure thing. Okay, so let's get out here and let's save, because this could be a long and winding road. And I mean, we're probably gonna want to try to mark these spots specifically. But there's a non-zero chance that if we go to larger-ish islands like this, then we might still find stuff there, even if it doesn't necessarily have a question mark. I'm assuming that by the time we get out here, this is actually probably the end of the world. I think there probably isn't anything beyond this. Let's at least start with the things that we know exist, and we'll try to go at least roughly clockwise here. And, I mean, I'm not really sure what to expect other than just, I'm assuming, lots of smugglers' caches and things of that sort, with probably lots of sirens. And so, oh, tell you what we should have done. I mean, I'm expecting that we probably will need to stop back off in town, perhaps on a few occasions. Whoa! Hello! I don't actually know if the whale can mess with our boat at all. I hope not, but... Yup, smuggler's cache, and yup, there are sirens. Now, will they attack our boat? And if so, I thought we saw that it actually didn't damage it. Thought we actually saw that they just kind of hang out. It's kind of weird. Okay, so we need to dive down. And quickly... Oh, they're actually drowners, but okay. They're drowned dead. Shoot you in the face. I'd like to shoot you in the face as well, please. And, well, did we get that one off or not? There we go. Now, we quite literally shot you in the face that time. And that time. Oh, there's another one as well. I mean, it's a little bit far away. Can we actually get you from here? Not sure. From here, maybe? Are you coming after us? I'd kind of like you to come after us so that we can actually shoot you in the face and get rid of you. Because that would be nice. Apparently, that was too far. Okay. Now, let's go up. Get our breath back. And, ooh, this is red, suggesting that this is actually tied to a specific quest? I don't know about that. Anything else? Eh? I mean, there are other ones of these chests. So I suppose we'll try to take those as well. If they are lootable, which, at the moment, there we go. Yeah, like, some of that stuff I think is going to be pretty darn heavy. Which, to tell you the truth, it may not matter if we're on a boat. If we're encumbered. I don't think I've ever really tried doing that. We're also starting to run out of breath. Some of that stuff looks interesting, but we are quite low on breath, so we need to go up, like, right now. Geralt, please go up right now. Please do not dilly-dally. Yeah, so I actually didn't think of that. Maybe that's a bit of a workaround there. If we just stay on the boat constantly, then maybe we're fine. I mean, I know that Roach does not behave any differently when we're encumbered. We can still ride our horse, basically at full speed. We can still sprint, no problem. But, like, yeah, right now we are almost at maximum capacity already. But I do think we picked up some heavy things there. Perhaps some things that look rather intriguing. Freya's warrior's armor is light armor. It's theoretically something that we could consider using. Only level 18, unfortunately, but nonetheless has better armor, and some resistance is better, but I think we're still going to stick with our cat school gear because it has offensive things. We did see some Eternal Fire Executioner's armor that another shopkeeper was selling us a while ago, and we were saying, probably don't want to put that on. But it is also fairly valuable. That's not bad. Tracker's boots, well, the other stuff is pretty much junk. Oh, and I do think we picked up a sword when we fought the troll. If I remember which one it was Caroline, wasn't it? Or at least this was recent that we picked up Caroline, but it's not so good. I remember seeing this one because it looks extravagant, and I remember picking that up. K-Star we've had for a while, same with Ashrune. think we've had you for a while as well. That we could just don't. Or perhaps break down into silver. Okay. So I think we keep on going. Because, I mean, if we were to stop off at town after every one or two of these smugglers' caches, then we're going to be here for a very, very long time. So hopefully it is the case that we can still travel on our boat as usual, even when we are encumbered. But we may find out soon. And is our next question mark actually this little island area here? It could be. Another smuggler's cache. This time, at the moment, I was gonna say, no sign of enemies? Nah, not so fast. Now, this is what I was kind of referring to before. We saw the sirens earlier, trying to nibble on our boat. Except, we didn't actually see the boat taking damage, even when that happened. It was a little strange. So I don't know if that's going to continue to be the case. Can we, like, argue real quick? Well, that doesn't look good. So let's not fight you on the boat, after all. Please, please, stop trying to stand on the boat, Daryl. Stop trying to stand on the boat. We'll fight you underwater. And probably gonna get swarmed. Who's next? You? You? Ah, you're not so bad after all. Now our boat, on the other hand, has certainly lived to see better days. Now I'm curious to see, does it actually have damage? And it could be a lot, based on how long the sirens were attacking for. So if we take the helm, doesn't say it's taking any damage. So, a little strange. You know, you'd think that sirens clinging onto your boat and hacking away at it would be one of the primary things that would deal damage to it. Ah, another monster over here. It is also a siren. I'd like for you all to cease to exist so that we may do things like this and loot gear that will make us encumbered. Watch us just sink to the bottom as we get encumbered. Like, oh, sorry. Yeah, you're trying to swim with, what is it, 160 weight units of gear? So, like, good luck. And we may just want to pop up real quick. I think it may take away our speed swim option, which does make it a little bit more difficult to do some of this stuff, but assuming we don't have anything too crazy in terms of underwater dungeons to explore, then we should still be fine. Okay. And our boat, she's fine. He doesn't care. Let us hop on and just confirm. Any damage done at all? I mean, Carol's walking in slow-mo even on the boat. And we're still encumbered, yes, but the question is... Oh, what was that? Crashing into the siren? Can we speedboat? Okay, now running over this stuff apparently does count as damage. Really damaging the boat? Are you serious? I mean, we're like stuck now? Like, how am I supposed to get out of this then? Running into little planks of wood damages the boat, but getting attacked by sirens does not. Give you a second to think that one over. Let's mark the next spot, which is actually quite close. And this one will be near that island that we're seeing. We might try heading up to this one after. We'll have to see. Basically just a little bit further along this way. And we'll see if this is another smuggler's cache. That it is. And will there also be sirens? Or we'll be like last time, and it'll start looking like there aren't any sirens. Then as soon as we get closer, we'll find that there are actually a bazillion of them. Because there are actually a bazillion of them, and some of them are doing some really weird ragdoll physics up in the air there. So, sure. I mean, if you don't actually fight us, then that's probably fine by me. I'll just take this stuff and be on my way. If you don't mind. Some of them are starting to seemingly dive under, perhaps. So, maybe not. Maybe we can just skedaddle. That would be preferable. Otherwise, we might have to fight on the order of a few hundred sirens. And we'll throw it in reverse, because we have, of course, learned that running into these barrels and planks and whatnot will actually damage the ship. And now, let's see. So, Oh? You're saying we haven't finished this? Hold on. What? Excuse me? Pretty sure we have. Oh, there's 4 of them. We only took 3. My apologies. We'll take this stuff as well. And we should probably make more of a point of checking what specifically we're picking up. Or we could just make a point of seeing what all the spoils are once we get back on shore and slowly lumber our way to a shopkeeper. Probably going to take multiple shopkeepers to be able to offload all of this stuff. Because, yeah, we're going to be way over our limit. That's level 23. That's, at least good in base damage. And here, that's not that far off from what we have right now. Lower crit damage, but does have... It's not that far away, and it does have slightly higher base damage. You heard of a Dorian sword before? I'm not sure we have. Okay, and then some other armors. Meh. It's heavy. Solid for some things, and armor being one of them, of course, but I think for the most part, yeah, we're so close now to going back to Velen and Novigrad that I think it's probably a safe bet that at this point, even if we see some things that could be nice, we're probably not going to throw them on for now, because the only use we'll ever get out of them will be the few fights in which we go against these things like the sirens. And otherwise, we can just wait until we make it over to Ivier and upgrade our Witcher gear. Because that's the real thing that we've been waiting on for a long time to do, and we finally are, perhaps, approaching that point. Do we try going to this island where we're expecting to run into a bunch of sirens? Well, the thing is, there really isn't much there. It almost looks like you can't actually go on it. Like there's that one area. Let's not run into these barrels, but there's one area where it looks like we can climb up it. But otherwise, it just looks like a very steep area that is more or less sending the signal of, hey, don't go here. Yeah, like, can we even climb up that? I'm not sure we can. But I think this is actually a not so important place for us to go, because I think we can't do anything now. In which case, instead, let us mark this. If we can go that far, I'm not sure we can. But if we can, then it's kind of big. Big enough that you might expect to run into something there. But there's certainly a non-zero chance that we'll just see something saying you've reached the end of the world before we actually get there. But only one way to know for certain. So we'll test it out. I suppose there's... I mean, I don't think we're likely to run into too many things that are unmarked, because there's already so many things that are marked. So, I mean, we could try to make a point of slowing down a bit and activating our Witcher senses, and even if we come across anything, but for the most part, I think we're just going to try to speed through and hit as many of these places as we can, as quickly as we can. Because there are just so many of them. And we haven't run into anything yet that says we've reached the end of the world. is perhaps a promising sign, but we still have a little bit of ground to cover, so we'll have to see. But it does look like there is a place where certainly we could make sure. What is that? There's like something a little bit off the island over here. You seen that? Kind of floating in the water? Off to the right now. Well, there are monsters here. Here is land. What exactly this place is, I don't know. There is seemingly unmarked loot there. Oh, and we're encumbered. Right. This is going to be painful. Can we summon Roach even on this remote island? We can. Roach, save us. Can we do anything special here, Roach? Surely there is a reason for this island to exist. Big enough.
Whoa!
Whoa, indeed. What do we have here? Glowing ore. Stealing bits. More glowing ore. Okay, it's at least something. We'll have to see what that stuff out there is as well.
Go.
Can we go further? Over here. Whoa, okay, maybe not there. Roach, no! What happened to Roach? No! Roach! Oh, dear. What have we done? What did she do to deserve that? She was only a loyal steed. Also, Geralt is a rather slow swimmer, especially when encumbered like this. He's fighting the waves. But we'll try swimming our way over where it looked like there were basically more caches out here, a smuggler's cache that's just unmarked, and so maybe the exact thing that we were saying, we were thinking may not end up happening, or theorizing may not happen at least. And we may have almost immediately run into it here. So let's check it out. There are, in fact, enemies here. Drowners. Geralt, come on, dude. And the Drowner's gonna catch us. Obviously, it's gonna catch us, but I more just want you to dive down here so you can actually shoot your crossbow at them. Because you didn't really cooperate. There were definitely more as well. Pretty sure we're gonna find more. Yeah. Hello. Goodbye. Think that might be it for the Drowners. Okay. So what is the deal here? Alchemy paste? I mean, if it's just alchemy paste, then I'm gonna be kind of disappointed for us going to this very remote location, only for you to say, here, take this extremely common, almost useless crafting material, and that'll be that. No, except there's this down here. I'm hoping is a little bit more significant. Linen. Lovely. Just lovely. Yeah, pretty disappointing, I would say, for us to go pretty darn far out of our way to track this stuff down, and yet the reward pretty minor. Pretty darn minor. The stuff on the island was pretty solid, but at least that stuff there that we just got from the water is quite bad. Okay, could you please hop on? Thank you. And our boat is magically repaired. Okay, no, it's not. I take it back. It's not magically repaired. Okay, I'm backing it up, but I would also like to know if we're about to back it up into the stuff there, because it's kind of close, but I think we're in the clear here. The camera does not want to let me look backward, which doesn't exactly help. But I think we're getting there. Also, it's not going to go in reverse any faster than this, apparently. Unless I... No. Okay, nope. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Now we're speeding. Now we're speeding. Okay. Let's mark our next spot then. And so I think we can pretty much write off this island now. And next would be either this... Oh dear. What have we done? What happened? I think we go to the outside islands here, and then we'll go inward, and then maybe go out, or in and out, and basically just make our way back to Hindersfjall eventually. But this could be a little bit of a trek here. This is a bit of a distance we need to cover now. So, cue the sea shanties. And we shall see if there is anything unexpected that we come across along the way, but I mean, we did obviously just run into something, but I think that was a pretty big island, the likes of which we're not going to see too many of just pop up randomly here. Oh, except there are sirens. Lovely. Just lovely. Yeah, not so pleased about that. I would pretty much just like to head on over, get the job done, and make our way out, but we shall see. Alright, so... is it this island here? Because that island's pretty big as well. And it does seem to have a pretty large boat on it. It almost makes me think that's Hindersfjall, but I don't think it is. It's... well, no, it's not. It's not Hindersfjall. Yeah, I mean, this is another island similar to the one that we just went to, where we might run into some additional things, even if they're not necessarily on our map. Although, this one I think did have a question mark or two, right? So, this one's a little bit different in that regard. This one might actually be a little bit bigger than the place we just were. Yeah. I don't know what to make of that. That's a pretty significant ship that's harbored there. At least anchored. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of ground to cover there, which is a little bit concerning because we are, of course, encumbered, and Roach has sunk to the bottom of the ocean. So... actually kind of curious what would happen if we tried to drive our boat. If we tried to sail all the way out to Roach right now, and see if Roach actually is swimming in the water, or somewhere at the bottom of the ocean right now. Okay, these are like little islands. The big one is straight ahead, but I think perhaps worth it for us to take a quick look over here. And we probably will end up summoning Roach now, so the experiment may end before we get the chance to test that hypothesis. Because otherwise, we're going to be quite slow here. Okay, Roach is back. The sliding is just so exponentially quick compared to what we're able to do on foot, usually.
Hey, yeah.
Come on, Roach. Okay. So we saw...
Slower.
it's like a bear or a troll? Bear, I think. Over there on the other island. Well, we saw some crates with reasonably valuable stuff on the previous little island, kind of like this, so that's sort of what I'm keeping an eye out for here. I'm also just trying to keep our witcher senses on. Is that anything in there in a little alcove? Like, that's pretty devious if you hit something here. Also, are we going to be trapped in here for all of eternity? Because it kind of looks like it. It does kind of look like it. We may be trapped here for all of eternity. We have escaped from that black hole. Let us never return again.
That's it, Roach.
We've escaped the event horizon. They said it couldn't be done. Yet we've done it. Okay. But I'm not seeing anything here, unless there's anything up here, in which case we are potentially going to have the same thing happen to us that happened previously with Roach.
Faster.
Roach is not a fan of climbing these mountains here. That's just a tree of some variety over there. Just seeing if there's like a place of power all the way up here.
Hey there.
But I don't think so. Can we even see anything here? It's pretty big over there. This island is maybe about the size of the one that we saw previously. Alright, maybe we ditch Roach now. And then proceed to resummon Roach when we're down here. Will she actually come to us when she's this close? Or will she just say, Geralt, stop being lazy? Kinda. What about now? Now she's just said, ah, Geralt, forget about it. Cause, yeah, we are very long distance away from humanity. And, well, we are, of course, still encumbered, but let's hop in the water. It's maybe a little bit faster swimming. And we got our boat right here. You can see if there's anything on this tiny little island here, but it's really more of a sandbar, it looks like. So I'm not expecting much of anything over here. What? Did you see that? Roach just teleported to us while we were in the water. Roach is underwater! Oh my goodness, it's true! It can happen. Can we ride Roach underwater? Can we ride Roach underwater? We can mount Roach underwater. Roach is a seahorse confirmed. Also, she's disappeared from this plane of existence. She was too powerful. We couldn't handle her in this realm. She's gone off to a better place. A place where seahorses are truly respected the way they deserve.